All right. In today's training, I'm going to be covering with you guys how to automate your client acquisition onboarding process. And this is something that really speeds up the process. I don't do anything when it comes to onboarding. I haven't for the past year and a half now. And it's something that just streamlines the process and makes it very easy to go through. And more importantly, just something that once you create it the first time, you'll never have to do it again. And you can be out on vacation, you can be out traveling the world, whatever you're doing, maybe you're at a wedding, whatever it is. And then once your team's closing deals, you're just constantly, it does it by itself. So what we'll do, I see Sophia, thank you for tagging people on here as we go through. What we'll do, I've got a surprise, and I'll remind you guys of this once we get a little bit more on here, is I'm going to pick the top 3 most engaged people that comment on here. And I'm going to give you guys our onboarding slide, our master template, our SOP, and onboarding form. So if you're on here and you want that, whether you're catching the live, catching the replay, I'm going to pick somebody on Monday, whoever engages the most on here, just comment throughout, ask questions. You can even comment #live, #replay, smash that heart, smash that like button. Because like I said, I'm going to be giving away a lot of free stuff to the top 3 most engaged. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screen for you and dive in deep on this stuff so you guys can see it all. And I see we got some people on here right now. Kelsey, Jordan, Xavier, Sean, Mac. What's up? What's up with you guys? Hope you're doing well. I can't see anything on my phone just because it gives me the comments, but it doesn't let me know who's on here. So if you are tuning in, comment on here so I can see you're on here. And what we'll do is I want to go over this onboarding masterclass with you guys. This is going to be something, if you don't have this in place, it's going to be an absolute game changer in your business, because as I mentioned earlier, you're going to be able to implement this and your business is going to basically, this is one of the pillars of our business on how it runs on autopilot. So again, if you are just tuning in on here, I'm going to pick the top 3 most engaged in this video to give our SOP, onboarding process, onboarding slide, master template, and onboarding form. So you're basically going to get everything that I'm covering on here for free. Whoever is the most engaged, top 3 can be on the replay as well. So agenda for today's masterclass is covering how to automate your client acquisition onboarding. I'm going to give you an inside look at our exact onboarding process. I'm going to show you how to use Zapier to automate it all. I'm going to show the presentation to set the expectations the right way. And remember, most engaged will actually get all of this. They'll get the presentation as well. Top 3. So, now's your time to shine and rise and shine. I guess that's the saying, right? The presentation. And then on top of that, I'm going to go over at the end. If you stick till the end, I'm going to go over one of the top secrets that we've been doing inside our process for account management to not only keep our clients accountable, but make sure that they get the best results. So this is something that's been a trial and error. That's just, from doing the agency space for over 5 years now, going on 5 years, it's just something that me and my business partner came up with, and it's been an absolute game changer. So stay till the end if you really want to learn this piece of information, because it'll probably save you thousands of dollars by keeping your clients. So first things first, an inside look inside our automations, our Zapier. Let me put this on here. So first things first, we use Zapier for everything. If you're not using Zapier, biggest advice right now is get on the train. Zapier is how my business runs by itself. So what I'm going to do, it all starts with, actually, let me just pull up the Zap and then I will share with you on here. Where is that? Cool. So I see we got some more viewers on here. As mentioned earlier, I'm going to keep bringing this up because I want this engaged, because this is going to be some fire that's going to change. It's going to help a lot of you guys. Picking the top most 3 engaged people that comment on here to give our SOP, onboarding slide, master template, and onboarding form. So if you're on here, just drop some comments, drop some hearts, drop some likes. So I know you're on here, and then I'm going to pick whoever's engaged. You can even, I don't even care. You can say whatever you want in the comments. But this is basically how everything runs. So I'll show you, we have 6 steps on here. You can do however you want it. Honestly, step 3 and 4, you don't really need, you could just put those into one, but I'll share with you guys how this looks. So what you need to know is everything starts with a jot form, an onboarding survey. So when our sales team, when they close the deal, the first thing they do after they collect the payment is we fill out a form with the client, and we say, you can't get off that call until this form is filled out. So the way that this works is we use JotForm, and I'll just show you how it's set up. You just connect it to JotForm. You connect it to the right form, and then you have your form come through here. It's probably easier if I just show you. You guys want me to show you the form? Give me a 1 in the comments if you want to see what the actual jot form looks like. I see we got I like fried chicken. Enver, that's a good one. Automate, John, Enver, Kemet, Sophia, Patel, Jordan. Appreciate you guys being on here. Brett says 1. We got some more 1s flowing in the chat. So cool. It looks like my phone is up to date as well now too. I don't know why it took so long, but I'm going to show you guys the actual jot form that we use, and you guys can literally just mimic this. And again, most engaged people are going to get all this stuff. So I'm just going to give it to you to onboard use yourself. So let me pull this up, the jot form. I'm not a big fan of fried chicken personally, Brett and Enver. I like I like grilled chicken more specifically, but hey, fried chicken gets the job done, right? So as you guys can see here, this is our onboarding form, and you'll see it's pretty simple. First name, last name, email, cell phone, business name, location. We want their exact address, website, Facebook page, the link, office phone number, which email address they'd like. This is going to be the one that we're going to use to set up in high level. Which email would you like us to send notifications to? So this could be something where it's either the office that wants the location, maybe it's the front desk, or maybe it's the actual person that's in charge of sales, whoever that is. We don't limit this. They can put 5, they can put 10. Same thing with phone numbers, time zone, which package did you invest in? This is what our closer, we have a couple different packages. Are you okay with seeing Spanish speaking patients? That's why it's really important, guys, to kind of specialize in one industry, because when you do this, you'll be able to really get very detailed on what your client wants. And, these are just small little tweaks that we've learned across the way. Name of the area we're calling out. This is for the ad. Example, Columbus, Ohio. What type of campaign would you like us to run? Again, this is for the healthcare one. We have, I don't even know, I'll show you guys. Let's see if I can show you. Stem cell, chiropractic, spinal decompression, weight loss. Those are the different campaigns we run on that side. And then what we found in the healthcare space, and listen up, you guys are in the healthcare space. This is always go for a free consultation. Easiest way to get leads in. Not going to be the highest quality, but you'll be able to really get leads in if you want the numbers. So this is the actual jot form. You can come back. Feel free to pause this video if you're on the replay and just type it up yourself if you need to. But that's the jot form. So that's the first step in the automation that triggers everything else. So if you're not too familiar with high level or with Zapier, you have one thing that triggers everything else. So this right here, the jot form would trigger everything else on here. Another thing you could do here is like a Calendly, like maybe a kickoff for Calendly, that could trigger everything. I like jot form. That's what I use in all my businesses for all the onboarding. This is what it does right here. Now, the next step is we add them into, let's exit out of that. We add them to the agency master template, which I will share with you guys in a second, but just want to show you how this is actually set up. Pretty simple stuff. If you're not familiar with Zapier, just go watch a video on YouTube and learn it. You're just going to connect everything. We connected everything so that it zaps the right way. Again, these all match the sheet. It'll make sense in a second. And then you just test it to make sure it's done. So here's what the actual agency master template looks like. It's pretty simple. I created a duplicated one just because I don't want to get in trouble showing you guys like our clients' names or emails or anything like that because, you know, funny enough, I've actually done that before. And I had a client say, hey, somebody from your group called me. So I don't think you guys would do that, but it's happened before. Basically, all you're going to do is just auto populate everything from here and then make it go there. Active, that's status is basically if your client's active or not. Email and then personal cell phone. You can add whatever you want here. This is just one of the basic sheets that we have just to make sure that everybody, that we can keep track of everybody. If we lose clients, if we have to get a hold of them, whatever it is, this is kind of like the lifeblood of the business to make sure that you have at least one sheet. And it doesn't have to be that sheet. It can really be whatever type of sheet you want, completely up to you. Next is Slack. I love Slack. If you're not using Slack, definitely do it. So step number 3 is you're going to connect Slack, and then you're going to have a notification saying like, congrats wins. Let me see if we got a win recently that I can share with you guys. Yeah. So again, I don't want to show, I'll try to block his information here, but we got, as you can see right here, new client, and then it has their information. That one came in yesterday. That came in Tuesday. Didn't mean to show that information. Don't call those guys. Please don't call our clients. I don't think you guys will, but basically that's just Slack. You have a notification inside your channel. We use a channel called #wins. And then everybody, then that's when it like alerts the team whenever we have a new client. So that's that step right there. The next one would also be, and this one, you guys, again, take it as you leave it. I'm just showing you what we have. The next one is we send a message to our VA specifically in Slack. And it's like, hey, Katrina, good news. We got a new client, blah, blah, blah. Start the new onboarding process, the onboarding SOP. And then we just give them the SOP to go ahead and do it themselves. If you guys want me to share with you the SOP on here, give me a #SOP and we'll do it. And I'll pull up these comments. High level is the next level. John, yeah, I agree. I like high level a lot. We use it a lot inside our agency. A lot of fried chicken. Not a fan of fried chicken. #SOP if you guys want to see that. And then I will pull that up. I'll show you like the actual SOP. So we got some coming in. SOP. Cool. Okay. Well, I'll share with you guys the SOP. You guys can literally just, it's going to be, I'll show you what it's like. I'm not going to break down every video on here, but basically how this one is set up is we start the onboarding. We have a video that shows them how to do it. Good thing to keep in mind whenever you're doing an SOP, always duplicate it. So like we have our VA come in here and duplicate it and then put the client's name right there. I see a lot of times people just check off their own SOP, then they have to go back and recheck it or do it again. Just duplicate it and put the client's name on there. It's a really easy way to stay on track of everything. And then this is just the process. We tell them to watch this video, duplicate this, request Facebook page admin, add client in our New Age Media Google Drive folder. And then here's what to do on what our tasks are to do before the call for setting up the ad. So double check high level to make sure it's ready. Confirm that the in-house team, if we're using the in-house team package, our call center is going with them. Send the launch call email, just confirm. And then another member over here, add client map, create Facebook campaign. We have, they get assigned with the SOP to create the actual Facebook campaign. Same with the high level. So this VA right here actually creates a Facebook ad and then actually high level as well. And then this is just basically reviewing, check campaign, make sure it's ready to go, reviewmonday.com. And then again, just confirm. What's the one thing I've realized while doing this is you just want to confirm everything and make sure that it's ready to go and double check. Again, double checking. And then after launch call, we have send campaign is email is live. So let the clients know that it's ready to go. Double check to make sure the weekly calls are scheduled. I'll cover that later on. If you have an ISA team, make sure that they're ready to go. Move the subscription 30 days from the date that they go live. add launch date into monday.com. We use monday.com. I can kind of go over that basically. I'll go over the basics of that. And then add yourself in the account management section. This is more for like a monday.com training, which this one's mostly just to show you guys what we got going on here. But that's basically the onboarding SOP for how all this works. Again, everyone's onboarding is going to be different. Like, feel free to use what you want from here. But at the end of the day, your process is going to be different than mine. And if it is the same as mine, it's probably not going to work the same as mine. So keep that in mind. But that is our SOP. If you guys have questions, drop them down below. I see you guys are geeking me out with this fried chicken thing. Maybe we'll start a fried chicken debate. Fried chicken. There we go. Fried chicken or grilled chicken. Let me know down in the comments. I'm grilled all day long. All day long. So after the SOP, the next step is we send them a welcome email, which is, I'll check that off. We send them an email to the client, and it's basically just saying like, hey, welcome to our team or welcome to our family. Here are the next steps. And if you're doing this, depending on what you have in your business, if you have like some sort of course that walks them through next steps, like best practices, include that in there. If you have like whatever links you have, just put in there. We always have like the actual onboarding kickoff call Calendly link that's in there. And then we're introducing them to our account manager. And then we also give them a link to go towards, we give all of our clients like an online course, just to not a long course by any means, but it's just like, hey, this is what you can expect. Welcome to the family. Here are your next steps. This is what to do if you get a reply like this, just kind of walking them through like a training on how to get the best results out of our specific program. And then from there, we use monday.com. I'm not going to go over monday.com right now just because there's a lot of client information on there and I'd have to actually like block that. So like, just because we do sign stuff with our clients, I can't share all that information purposely. I did on accident earlier. But we use monday.com. I really like it. I suggest you guys use it as well, or just some sort of, you don't have to use monday.com here if you don't want to. It is a little bit of a pricier software. I think we pay about $70 a month, 70, 80, just because of everything we use with it. But you could just, again, put Google Sheets here and have something to keep track of your clients. And then from there, we have the presentation. This is how you're going to set the expectations the right way. This is probably the most crucial part to making sure that you keep your clients and retain them, is making sure that you set the expectations the right way. So what I'll do is go on here and actually show you guys how this looks. We got grilled. This is a hard one. We got a lot of grill. We got steak. I'm grilled. Kelsey's grilled. John's grilled. Brett, I feel you. Get on a beef cleanse. Dude, I was really bad with eating red meat like a couple years ago because I just love steak. So I would definitely suggest doing it, my man. And yeah, monday.com is automation on steroids, 100%. I love monday.com. But if you guys want to see this kickoff call, if you're excited for this, give me some thumbs up in here. I'm gonna share with you guys like our kickoff call, how to set the expectations the right way. And this is gonna save you guys a lot of time, a lot of headache, and more importantly, help you retain your clients. So basically how this onboarding is set up. And again, I don't do this anymore. I haven't done this for over a year and a half just because we've trained our team to do it. But you want to, first things first, set the expectations with your client. Again, same thing as a sales call. You got to think about it as this is the next sale after you sold them, is selling the expectations. So many times people screw up on this. So really you just want to go through here and go through who's going to be in charge. We give them our account manager. She's the one doing this and gives them the email and everything, goes over team member roles, campaign. This is kind of for like, who's going to be getting the email notifications, who's going to be getting the text notifications, who's going to be calling the leads, who do we need to train, things like that. And we cover the cancellation policy. Hey, you guys got to give us 72 hours before the campaign's over. or else we're going to charge your card again just to make sure everything's easy to go with us. We pick a day to go live. We schedule the check-in calls. I'm going to cover that at the end of this presentation. And then just make sure that the agreement's signed. As you start scaling in here, a lot of times what you'll notice is as you start scaling your business and getting clients, you'll notice there's a lot of little tweaks that go wrong. And that's why, like, one thing that we noticed is sometimes we would have clients that just never even signed an agreement and we would still start their campaign. And then 30 days later, if there was some miscommunication, it was a pain in the ass. So highly, highly suggest anything that you start missing or forgetting about, put on here to make sure that you do it and that your client stays accountable. So right here, then you just welcome them to the family, New Age Media family, the Justin Saunders family, the six-figure SMMA family, whatever it is, some sort of onboarding. Right here, the creative. And this is why it's really important to be kind of niche specific before you bounce around and start mastering other ones. Is you really just want to have like one campaign that just always works. And what we would do is like we would have one Cairo ad that just always works. And we'd put it right here and be like, this is what it's going to look like when we're first getting started. Here's some information about the ad, info. If you want to get really creative with it, you could have a process in place where your VA comes in here and creates a new kickoff slide for each one, just duplicates it and put their exact ad on here. It'd be a little bit of a more personal touch. But I'm all about simplicity. We talk about how they can get paid. We talk about a referral program. It's very important. We actually had a client send us like $30,000-$40,000 worth of new clients in 1 month just from having this particular slide on here. Again, whatever your referral program is, make it specific towards you and what you can afford. Everyone's packages are different, but really hard been on referrals even before you start getting results, because you can just break it down and say, hey, you're going to get your marketing for free if you just send us 4 clients. And that's why I love local businesses, because all of these local businesses, they're friends with so many other business owners, and especially in their space. We've noticed that a lot in the healthcare industry is they're all like best friends with each other. So highly, highly suggest you guys do the referrals if you haven't yet. And then we go over our specific 5 simple step process. Completely up to you. We just tell our clients that you got to call the leads right away. Speed equals lead. Must call and text 5 times before giving up on a particular lead. 24-hour call reminder and 2-hour text reminder. These are just things like to make sure you do once you actually get the booked appointment. Update the portal on a daily basis. We refer to high level as the portal because you don't want to refer, say, hey, just go into high level, right? Like that just sounds trashy. Hey, use our portal. It sounds a lot better. And then get yourself and everyone else involved in the academy. The academy is our online program that we give our clients to help them get the best success. Put in here education slide. This is kind of just educating them on, how, most businesses are going from referral to lead. Like a lot of people are used to relying on referrals. Now with this slide, we tell them that, it's going to be a little bit different than just expecting someone that comes in your office, they're already a hot lead. Now you actually got to do the nurturing process. They're in a different stage of the buying process. It's your job, Mr. Client, to go in here and make sure you convert them, because now you're doing sales. And a lot of clients don't understand that, to be honest with you guys. That's why this slide right here is really important. Last things, again, just setting expectations the right way, just letting them know that we look at everything on a 2-week cycle. If leads slow down, it's okay. If you're ever overwhelmed, because some clients are like that, let us know. And if you're ever stuck, go to the academy and watch the videos. It's basically like support videos. Basically, you want to think about like your academy. And again, use your own name, whatever you want to call it. Think about it as something like it's like an FAQ portal, right? Frequently asked questions, but you just put them in video trainings or you put your scripts in there, whatever it is. And then again, we just let them know like, hey, let us focus on growing your business while you focus on serving. And then I love this slide right here, because even if you get them on a 1-month commitment, you're programming them for a 90-day transformation. And if you set this up the right way, it's going to be something where you'll have your 1-month deals go into 3-month deals easily, because it's like, hey, there's no such thing as a 1-month marketing magic pill. That's why we really like to invite our clients to see this as a 90-day transformation. And the ones that do, Mr. Client, always get the best results. You could even throw in some testimonials or case studies here. And that's how you set your foundation the right way, so you don't have clients blowing you up every 5 minutes and being a pain in the ass, because this is really one of the best ways to set it up the right way. And then in review, just sum up, put like 3 points here on like the main points that you covered inside your onboarding template right here. So the last thing I want to cover with you guys, I'll actually cover 2 more things, is keeping your clients accountable. I kind of talked about this a little bit, is you want to, and we have this on the actual onboarding form that I was just covering with you guys right here, scheduled check-in calls. This is something that I never really started doing until we started scaling. Was you want to have a 30-minute check-in call every week for a month. And then after that, you schedule them bi-weekly. This has been an absolute huge game changer for our business. And I can't recommend it enough, because once you do it, you're going to be staying on top of fires and issues before they even happen inside your client's campaign. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that once you get a client, you put in weekly check-in calls, whether that's with you, your account manager, someone you hire just to do it. But you really want to get a pulse on how their campaign's going. So do that if you haven't yet. And then also a little pro tip for you is keep your drive organized. So many times I work with we do, as you guys know, we do a lot of coaching. We help a lot of agency owners scale. And one of the things I've seen with so many people as they start scaling, bringing on team members, is their stuff is all over the place. Stay organized, guys. I'll show you an example. I mean, here's a picture, but I'll pull up my drive and show you, like, this is everything in here. Like, you can go in here and like, we have like C for clients, everything is just like organized on here. Campaigns, client calls, client folders, cold email, courses, create client. Like, these are all folders of everything on how we stay organized. So I'm not going to go too much into that right now. I just want to say, like, if you're not organized, please, for the love of God, stay organized. It'll be an absolute game changer. What I'll do, since we do have a couple of you guys on, we got about 10 people on here live right now, which is awesome. Go ahead. If you guys have any comments or main takeaways, drop them down below. And I've got a couple minutes. I'd be happy to answer some. But in the meantime, what I really want to, the main thing, guys, like, that I've realized, I guess, biggest lesson I've learned from scaling, I have 3 online businesses right now. And every time I do it, the biggest thing that slows down growth or anything is just not being organized. So biggest takeaway, biggest thing for you guys, get organized in what you do, because it will be a game changer and it'll make your life a lot easier on making sure that your clients get the best results. So I will leave it open for a Q&A for about 5 minutes if you guys have any questions or just main takeaways. Again, if you guys are just tuning in on here, I am going to be leaving this option up for whoever is the most engaged on here, the top 3 people. I'm going to come back and pick somebody on Monday to go through here and actually give you guys the basically everything I covered on here, which is the SOP, the onboarding slide, the master template, and then I'll even give you like the form so you guys can like create it yourself, just to kind of speed up the process with you. But Giovanni, Abhay, John, Christian, Brett, Kelsey, not sure how to pronounce Navita. Hope I'm saying that right. And Ver, I appreciate you guys being on here. What I'm gonna do is comment on here, main takeaway, and then I will come back and I'll pick a winner on Monday and help this help speed up this process for you. Personal question, Justin, what are you most excited about right now, life and biz? It's a good question, dude. To be honest with you, I have so much stuff going on in my life right now. I was talking to my brother the other day, and like, if I showed you my schedule, it's literally just jam-packed back to back for the past 2 weeks. And even next week, Thing I'm most excited about is there's a lot, but probably exactly at this moment is I'm currently in Tampa, Florida. As you can see, this is not my typical background. And my content game's been really slow just because of like moving, not having a consistent internet connection and working at a co-working spot. But me and the bro, we got a penthouse in Miami that we're moving to on Tuesday. So right now, personally, that's what I'm most excited about. Just kind of switch up, get to a faster environment because I love Tampa. Don't get me wrong. Everyone I met in here is really dope. But at the end of the day, Miami's is way more fast paced. I've got a lot of business connects down there and just being in a place where I can get consistent content for you guys because to be honest with you, I love doing these lives. I love coming on here training and giving back like a lot of the information that I've learned because one of the things I always say is like, I know a lot of you guys have invested in like my programs, my coaching courses, anything like that. And like what I always do whenever I make money, I go back and reinvest it. I just got it actually into another program last week, a 10K program last week. So I love sharing this information with you guys because it's just like one of those things where, you know, if I can get results in my business and also help you guys get results, like that's all I want. Kelsey, I spy 0%. Yeah, 0%. Yeah, my buddy's brand, Jeff Seckinger, is 0%. Old roommate as well. He's actually in Miami too. I'm gonna be living right by him. If you guys have been following us for a little bit, me, Jeff, Ravi, and Max in San Diego, they're currently in Miami. I've kind of been all over the place recently, but we're about to all meet up and be in the same area again. So excited for that. That's probably one of the most things I'm excited about, to be honest. But good call today, guys. If you want, again, top 3 engaged. I don't care. You can go through this video and just comment as many times as you want. But top 3 engaged, I'm going to pick you guys on Monday and I'm going to hook you up. But with that being said, hope you guys found value in this. If you did, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I will see you on the next call.